I was trying to remember the name of some wood, and I think it's Meranti. Yes, yes, this is it. The plywood's made out of. This is not what I will be using. This stuff, don't like it. Instead, we're going to maybe use either this, hello, or some birch stuff if they've got it. But that might be like gold dust these days, I don't know. This is the stuff that I want to use, but I don't know if you can see that. Timber saw currently unavailable. Not good. I wanted to cut a sheet for me. Turns out that the guy is just on his break, I asked. So he's back in 10 minutes. So what did I do for 10 minutes? I don't know. Look at things that I can make a shelf with. Oh, I didn't tell you. I'm making a shelf. I'm making a shelf about... I don't actually know what it's for. It's just for Jamie's room. That's going to be her Christmas present. She asked for a shelf. So I'm going to make a shelf. But I don't know if it's going to be like an art shelf or just a normal shelf. By which I mean, is it going to sort of be like a thing by me, or is it going to just be a thing I made? Hopefully that makes sense, I don't know. They said he'd be back in 10 minutes, 8 minutes ago. I'm looking at the tools while I wait. I didn't measure. I just gave the guy a rough thing to cut, and it just fits. It's kind of up against the seat there, but that's fine. And the door's closed. That's the important thing. I parked, this is a tip, parked close to the exit, because then you don't have to walk far once you buy all your things. Parking close to the entrance is for fools. To the studio, to the studio. Shelf is kind of like, here's one idea for a shelf. Some bits like this. And then these bits are, this will be blue, red, blue, red, yellow, sort of primary colours. I'm getting a bit hungry, so I can't really think, but I think I'm going to make it this size. That's a fair length, and maybe I could cut it down if it's too long. That's like a big book, see, like a big book size. I'm going to cut the size of the shelf and then work the rest out after, and hopefully that just works. There's my line, like I drew on like that. I'm going to cut it. I get to use my new jigsaw for the first time. Quite loud. Don't actually have any ear defenders, which is pretty bad. I need to get some. All in good time. All in good time. All in good time, eh? Better get that out of the way. Pretty good for a jigsaw. Alright, shelf design. I'm getting inspired now I've got a bit, Get the orange stick. These are never that square, I just find. So the idea is to cut here and then have this bit to use as the brackets or another little bit that goes on or something. But we'll see. One other idea I had was to kind of like use sections, I don't know if this makes sense, but laminate the end ply. Maybe have something like this, but then that's kind of like, wouldn't look that good, I think, and it'd be very hard. So Maybe something like this, where it's all kind of like choppy sections, kind of like that, you know, and then some are like small like that. So on the bottom it's all like that, right? Like, ooh, but then on the top, you know, it's like smooth, but they all line up. Maybe it needs a lot of sanding, and then I'd like it if the profile was kind of like this, like really pointy here. That could be a shelf for another time, maybe. It might look shit, but who knows. So I'm just going to cut this off and then cut a diagonal there, boom, 2 brackets. And then I've got this bit, but I want to incorporate that somehow, but I'm not quite sure how. That could be the part of the mounting system or something, or a little detail, or a backboard, or, you know, something like that. So I've got, this is the shelf. This piece of plywood, these are the brackets, like this, like this, like this, like this. I didn't even think about how to join them. I think I might use metal things and glue. Hello. I didn't film, for some reason, the completion of the shelf. I painted it, assembled it, I came up with the design, and here is the shelf. This is the design. I drew this for Josie. This is Josie's notebook. He was asking me about it and I explained it to him, and this was in the pub. So these are the brackets, and then the offcuts I put like this, and then this all attaches together with screws and glues, and you screw these bits into the wall and then paint around the edge, and it gives a very nice geometric-y sort of design. So there you go. And while I was showing it to someone in the pub, they said, why don't you could install it that way. And I said, well, you could even install it that way and you could have a whole sort of modular system. So maybe that is to come. All right. Here's me installing the shelf. This is where the shelf is going. I hate roll plugs. So horrible. Never confident that they'll work either. Isn't that nice? You want to go next to the shelf?